turnaround. When you can't get away from a word, and everywhere you look, it's in your face, and the Spirit Himself is speaking it to you, and He's changing everything you've been preparing for a conference you're speaking at for a month, because He's wanting to speak turnaround to His people. You just have to go with it. You know it's the Spirit speaking it to you today. He's decreeing over you turnaround. And what He's saying to my heart and to your heart this morning is that it's these most unexpected delays. It's the most unexpected seasons. It's the most unexpected pivots, directional shifts that if you'll lean in, if you'll trust Him, if you'll not deviate from what He's said, if you will not relinquish in doubt what He spoke to you in faith, that everything in your life will pivot upon this moment. That a turnaround is when you're going in one direction and the Spirit says, stop, go this direction now, and you obey. That there's so much more accomplished through our surrender than through our striving. And it's through surrender that He's accomplishing everything in your life right now, my friend. It's through surrender. It doesn't have to make sense. It's faith. It's faith. Faith doesn't make sense in the moment. Faith makes sense after the victory. Do you think it made sense to Noah when God told him, hey, build a boat. Build a boat. Build an ark. He's like, what's an ark? What's boat? Seriously? The Lord's like, it's going to rain. He's like, what's rain? I was reading this morning about David and Goliath, and there was a moment when David arrived on the battlefield, and the word says, listening to the taunts of Goliath. The whole army had been listening to this. And David arrived, and the word says, and David heard it. That was the turnaround. That was the moment when destiny shifted. And I decree a destiny shift over us today. Because there's a moment when you've heard it. And when you've heard it, you become responsible to it. When you've heard the word of the Lord, you become responsible to what are you going to do with that word. Turnaround today, because this is the moment when your battle shifts. This is the moment when your entire life shifts. This is the moment when you surrender and you proceed in faith through the fog, through the mist, charging past doubt, charging past confusion, charging past heartache, charging past lack, charging past whatever you're looking at. Because what has He been decreeing into my heart for a year now? Do not go by what you see. Do not go by what you hear. Go by every word from the Lord. Go by His report. What has He said? That is what you cling to today. And in this divine turnaround, in this moment of surrender and